Alrighty, so I like to say is peace and love to everything vibing high. Peace and love to everyone vibing high. Peace and love to every human being vibing high. Peace and love to all my gods and goddesses of planet Kai, aka Tiamat. And I'm your host, Chico Dank, and this is The Truth Untold 369. And on this podcast, if you don't know already, this is where we tell hidden truths or the untold truths to the masses, to wake up the masses. But we're going to take it a day at a time. Today, I just want to basically vent to you about all the problems that are going on worldwide, and yet we have done nothing to stop it. It's 2024, so it ain't no more bullshitting around talking about you don't know what's going on or you being. It's just you're ignorant to the fact of what's reality. That's what it is. Most of you guys really think, and when I say guys, I mean women as well, because I'm not specifically pointing out a gender. Guys is as in a group, okay? So I want to know, what is it going to take for people to start waking up? Because we have our teachers. We have teachers out here. We have the knowledge out here. But as I look around every day, I still see people that are being complacent with the Matrix. As in not wanting to change anything about their lifestyle and just accepting the fact of how things is, how fucked up the world is. And I guess if it's not happening to you, you feel like you don't need to do anything about it. Or you don't feel the same pain as how they feel because it's not happening to you. People ain't gonna change till the devil come a knocking at their front door, man. That's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a lot of deaths. A lot of it's that ain't even what it's gonna take, because we've been killing each other. They've been killing us. So this shit, this ain't nothing new. All of the stuff that's going on, it ain't nothing new. But what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread the word to the masses of what we need to get in tune with. That's what the Untold Truth is about. 369 is for us to get in tune with nature, back in tune with nature, the way we're supposed to be. Worship, if we worship any deities, let them be of African descent, Egyptian descent, Anunnaki descent. But you shouldn't even be worshiping no God outside of yourself anyways. You can work with gods and goddesses, but you're not supposed to worship and praise a God outside of yourself if you are Black and Latino. That's why they tell you speak in affirmations, because you are who you are. I am that I am. You're a god or goddess, and I'm a god. So we shall never worship anything outside of. But other than that, what we have is a big conundrum of problems. Because they're attacking us on every level, y'all. Every level. Whether it be spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like, they're attacking us on all levels. Even biologically attacking us. Like, the air is poison. If you don't know if you're a god or goddess, we're not supposed to be breathing oxygen air. And I could talk about this in a lecture, that we are not originally brown in color. We are red, blue, and green. Or I want to say like a magenta color, like a purplish color, like a high violet. But those are our original colors. When we started breathing in the oxygen, that's what rusted our skin. Therefore, we have a brown skin complexion. That's rust. I know you won't see it that way. But ask yourself, how do they make their weapons? What do they make their weapons out of? Ask yourself, what's the most valuable thing on the black market right now? And will always be the most valuable thing on the black market. Our skin. Skin, organs, blood. All of that. That's what they harvesting from us. God's species. Us black and Latino, women and children. They're harvesting us. Drinking our blood for rituals. Yeah, and for those who don't believe in spells and magic and voodoo and hoodoo and witchcraft, Wiccan, like y'all don't, if y'all don't believe in none of that stuff, like you might want to readjust and reevaluate how you see life. Because that alone should let you know that, boy, there's some higher forces working in this world against us and with us. But until you fathom breaking out of the matrix, then maybe I can see y'all believing in some of that stuff. But when your eyes open, man. And it ain't nothing you can do about that. Once it's open, it's open. There ain't no closing it. You can try to hide the fact. That's why I think a lot of people just see all of this shit going on and don't want to do nothing about it. Half of it's for us to keep us in fear. That's why the media be pushing shit that keeps us in fear. It's their main objective. It's what they're supposed to be doing. I should be sun gazing right now, but it's what they're supposed to be doing. There's things we need to talk about, like light code lockdown, which is what's happening on this planet, on this realm right now. Light code lockdown. Who are the species of light on this planet? Gods and goddesses, right? Light code lockdown is basically the Matrix. But it's more to it. That's basis level is the Matrix. The government, the politics, the economy, the education, the religion. All of that's just basic Matrix shit. It gets deeper than that. They actually have spells and technology over us also. That's why we're still finding it hard to raise our frequency level, because the spells and tactics that they're using against us came from us. It's our knowledge, our technology, our magic, our spells. Because it ain't magic to me. Magic is like an illusion per se, like, and voodoo and rituals and all of that, that's real. That's real. If you don't think you can have some bad juju on you from an ex, or like somebody who fuck around with like actual priests, not priests, like shamans and actual warlocks and witches and stuff like that, because those people do exist. Trust and believe they exist. This ain't no god. This is. If you in 2024 you still believe that we are the only ones in existence as humans, get from around me. Get from around me. It's a mountain. It's called Mount Everest. I need you to climb that motherfucker to the top and see how fast you can get back to the ground level with no parachute. That's what I need you to do. But that's what I want to talk about today. Just simple things like that. Like, we got the underground system that they have, and they've been had for the longest. Can you just imagine what they've been doing down there and how long they've been doing it down there? We know what those who know what they've been doing, harvesting us. Like I just said. Do you guys know how long they've been harvesting us? I'm going to quote this from Rashad Jamal to God, right? He said he'll pay anybody $2 if they can go to the graveyard and find their relative body there. Bones and everything, right? Hell, I'll bet money that you can go to any your relatives' grave sites and I guarantee you their body won't be there. Especially if you black or Latino. I guarantee you their body won't be there. Because it's what they taught you to believe in. They taught you to believe that your loved one and your relative is going to be in the ground for the rest of eternity. Sheesh. These boys been eating us the whole time. Yet alone our children. Our children. That's the future. They're literally stripping the future away from us slowly, and nobody wants to do nothing about it. You got a couple people here and there, but nobody wants to be a revolutionary about it. Nobody want to go to war about this shit. Everybody want to be complacent with how their lifestyle is because they feel complacent with how their lifestyle is. They feel comfortable. Like they ain't got no worries in the world. When the shit hit the fan, man, and I'm going to tell y'all now, next year ain't going to be shit like this year. Y'all think y'all getting all these surprises this year? I was telling people 2 years ago, no, a year ago, that it wasn't going to be no more wintertime, bro. No more wintertime after this year. And I could bet money on that. Ain't going to be no more wintertime this year. No more. For one, our second son is back. We had 3. Nibiru is a ship and a weapon, photon energy weapon. But right now, Nibiru is here cleaning up the atmosphere because we are supposed to hold on, y'all. What's going on, Chris? Oh, man. Alrighty. Okay, copy on that. Okay. Then you're going to send them to Dustin. Gotcha, I got you. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll tell him when I get there. Or whenever he call me. He should call me soon. Okay, I got you. Yeah, later on you probably forget. I got you, Chris. I'll let him know. You're welcome. Later. All right, so sorry y'all. That was work. Matrix shit. I don't even know. I forgot where I was at. I'm trying to remember, but it's so much we need to talk about, y'all. It's so much we need to get in tune with, like, yet alone the what boggles my mind is literally how long they've been harvesting us, torturing us, had us under spells. Hundreds of years. And this is the youngest species on the fucking planet. These motherfuckers ain't even been there that long. I'm talking about you racist elites. Or any of you low vibrational human beings that's vibing low and racist as hell against the God species that don't want us here. When y'all the motherfuckers who don't belong here. If the sun was shining 24/7 and we ain't had no nighttime, how would y'all survive that? Other than going underground like how y'all doing now. Because a lot of you elites are going underground. Like that's going to save you. That ain't going to save you. You're still on this earth where you don't belong. You're still on planet Kai. And if you think she's going to suffice for you going back underground when y'all already had tunnels underground, ain't no hiding from what's coming to y'all. There's no running from what's coming to y'all. Y'all know this. And when I say y'all, they know who I'm talking about. It's no running from this. And quite frankly, it's been too long. I am so glad Mother Gaia is raising her frequency. Forcing us to raise ours. God species. Or anything vibing high. Because if you're vibing low, you will be eradicated. When these solar flares hit next year, y'all gonna know. We had 7 years. We had 7 years to get right. To strengthen our body, mind, and soul and spirit. We had 7 years. But we were so blind to what they have in front of us. Because a lot of us probably still, and when I say us, I'm speaking about, everybody as a whole. I'm not pinpointing nobody out. Because half of this stuff I'm talking about, I don't condone with. Like, I don't watch TV, I don't watch sports, I don't do holidays, I don't do birthdays, I don't do none of that shit. But I know there's people that do. In respect for their kids. What? That right there don't even make sense. Why y'all still telling y'all kids to celebrate these holidays? When y'all should be teaching y'all kids to meditate. Teaching y'all kids quantum physics. Teaching your kids how to ground properly. Teaching them who really is God. You know what I'm saying? Where they came from. Like, y'all gonna repeat the lies that they taught us to your kids? Like you don't know the truth already? Most of y'all know the truth. But you don't want to pass it down to your kids because you feel like, what, they too innocent? Half of them smarter than you. And will be smarter than you. So what you hiding? Whatever you hide from them, they're going to find out. Everything comes to the light. Everything comes to the light. Whatever you're hiding from them, they're going to find out regardless. Regardless. So why not tell them what's really going on? What, you scared they're going to be in fear? No, prepare them mentally. That's why I'm glad I don't have kids. Or a child. I got dogs, that's enough. They act just like kids, except they can't talk back, and they do talk. It's called the bark. But, and if you in tune with your animals, you'll understand. They don't even gotta, you can look in your dog eyes and know what's wrong with them. If you in tune. with your animal. And those of you who raise pits know what I'm talking about. Who raise dogs know what I'm talking about. Who train dogs know what I'm talking about. But stop hiding the truth from your kids. That's what bothers me the most. That's our future. And you're steadily telling them the shit they teaching us in school, the miseducation, your miseducation. But that's why I'm glad we got teachers and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all of that bullshit, because they're going to learn the truth regardless whether you hide it from them or not. That's how God works. Now, I'm not saying it's not wrong to, no, it is wrong to hide the truth. I was about to sit there and sugarcoat the shit for y'all, but fuck that. Y'all are lying to your kids. And then when they come to you with the questions, you don't even have the fucking answers because you don't have the knowledge. Because you didn't take the time out to go learn something so you can teach your kids. So now you're lost and leading him to be astray, or her to be astray. Man, we gotta wake up, man. We gotta get in tune. We gotta get back in tune, like nature. The fact that they stripped us from every aspect of nature boggles my mind. The fact that we still don't want to revert and go back to nature, how we were supposed to be, how we are originally. We're tropical beings, electrical beings. What do we need a wintertime for? White folks, why do y'all need sunscreen if y'all natural to this planet? Why can't y'all be in the sun all day long in the summertime? Without getting your skin fucked up. But y'all belong here? Y'all belong here? No. Y'all were created on planet Nerm by Yakub. Y'all need to learn who Yakub is. He's a fellow brother. He's a fellow god. Yakub is Satan, Zeus, Prometheus. Okay? He comes in many different names. That was his biggest trick of all. Deceit. To make us believe that he doesn't really exist. If you were to see Satan in the flesh, he would look just like us. Black. Very, very handsome though. He'll be very, very handsome. But he'll be another black god. But do your research on Yakub. I could do a story on him later on a different episode. I will break down who Yakub is. I have the information on him. Well, the information that they have released, I have on him. Or Enki and Enlil. That's the two brothers. One of them is Satan. I think it's Enlil. Enki, the good one. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Enlil is the evil brother. But he comes in many different names, man. But if y'all were to see him, he would look like a handsome brother. With the most angelic voice. Okay? But that's who created y'all. Caucasians. And he didn't do it on the first try neither. It took him many tries to try to make the perfect human. Homo sapien. That was a version of y'all. The caveman. You ever seen a black caveman? Huh? No. Can you go look up when the first black person was brought to this planet? No. You can't find our race's birthday, our ethnic birthday. But we know when white people came here, it was nothing but blacks spread across this planet before y'all came here and invaded. And you ain't come by yourself. You weren't smart enough. Half of y'all still dumb as hell. Some of y'all are vibing high. Some of y'all know the truth and still choose to vibe low. Like your end ain't coming. And this ain't me just, I'm not wishing no type of ill intent on anything or anyone. This is written. This is what's going to happen. This is what's coming. There's going to be a planetary shift. Solar flares are going to happen. And I don't know if anyone knows, but when a solar flare comes, nothing electronic works. Cars, TVs, phones, internet, Wi-Fi, like that shit, none of it's going to work. What that solar flare is also going to do is further awaken our DNA, gods and goddesses. Forcing us to become awake. If your blood purified enough, if you've been eating healthy and detoxing like how we supposed to be doing, why you think it's been getting so hot? Why you think springtime coming in already? We never had a winter. We never had clouds. They got YouTube videos on the cloud machine. That DARPA or HARP, one of the two, DARPA or HARP made it. I want to say DARPA. Big ass fucking cloud making machine. And that ain't the only one they got. Yet alone the fucking chemtrails they got in the sky. Ain't that much goddamn flights in the world for that to be that many planes in the sky. We ain't got the crops. Y'all know they sold the crops off. So what fucking plane? Put this two and two together. We barely have crops left to even go, and then they're not gonna be that high in the sky. So really, what's going on in the sky? That's fucking nanotech. That's chemtrails. We're sitting in here. I had a book. I forgot the white lady name, but she was exposing NASA, right? So this book had all the shit that NASA had planned for the next however many years. It was in that book, man. I really wish I didn't throw them documents. I threw them away because I didn't believe them. But now, I wish I would have kept them. Because most of that shit I saw in that book is coming true. The transhumanism, the bio. What is the word? I don't want to say, it's not biochemistry. Biological weapons. The biological weapons they have, like they got some shit called smart dust. It's nano-sized particles, right? That they release in the air, and we inhale them. And it is able to track us. Like, this shit, y'all, the technology they got hidden from us will blow some of y'all's minds, man. Just think about it. Think about this one factor right here. They started the cloning process in the 40s, the 1940s. We're just now seeing or coming into the stage of believing that we have clones on this planet, that some of your celebrities are clones. Like, it's wicked, man. And this is stuff I think about daily. Like, what can we do to change this, right? We done tried everything. We done tried asking, pleading, begging, marching, all the peaceful resolutions we could think of. Y'all shot them down, man. So what option do we have left but war? But the real question is, who's ready for that? Y'all ain't ready to die about this shit. You ain't ready to die about this shit. Half of y'all fear dying like it's a real concept on life. Death I will never fear, because I know I'm eternal. I know I'm immortal. I know I'm forever. See what I'm saying? I grasped that already years ago. And I'm telling y'all, man, if you listen to my music, you'll know I've been on this shit for years, man. Years. I've been on this level, man. I just don't speak on it because niggas is... people ain't up to par mentally. You know? I've been in tune with who I am. It's time for y'all to get in tune with who y'all are. And some of y'all want to, like, I can feel it. Like, some of y'all want to, like, I want to do this, but I'm scared type shit. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the outcome. You don't need to worry about that. Because just know, if you're moving with positivity, if you stepping and standing on business with positivity, you ain't got shit to worry about. We are in spiritual times right now. Like, you think your ancestors ain't watching over you? You really believe you don't got no angels watching over you? All the near-death experiences you've had, all the situations you just managed to get out somehow, and you still don't believe in nothing spiritual? You just think it was a coinky-dink? Be real with yourself, man. Ain't nothing a coincidence. People don't just pop up dead. People don't just disappear off the map. This shit planned out. This shit is planned out. It's so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to move too fast for y'all. I'm trying to break this stuff down slowly, but I feel like I don't have enough time to do that. There's so much up here I know, and then when I start talking to people I meet every day, or my coworkers or something like that, they can't grasp the idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put it on a public platform and let it out that this is the untold truth. And this is the truth that we all need to know. This is what they've been hiding from us. But the real question is, what are we going to do about it? We just going to stand around and just wait till it's our turn to die? Or we going to do something about it? We going to wake the masses. That's the only way, is to wake the masses. I don't... I know I can't do this shit by myself. I know I can't. But the thing is, I know I'm not by myself. I got my ancestors with me. I'm stepping in the vessel with the Most High. He's going to work through me to teach y'all to come on back to Mother Nature. We got to get back to eating healthy, Leave the meat alone. We don't have canines. We don't have canines. If so, we'll be chasing. If we were meant to eat meat, where are our claws? Where are our claws? Claws or talons or fucking claws or talons. Where are those at? Where is that primal instinct of creeping up on your prey silently and all of that? Where is all of that? Where is all of that? Where is the fact that we can smell our prey? We don't got that. We don't got that. We can smell if you stink or you're musty. And that's if you breeze past, or if you just beside me close enough the way I can smell your stink ass. We don't got that. We don't got those primal animalistic instincts. We got survival instincts based off your root chakra. And that's the reptilian part of the brain that we think with when we're using our lower chakras. That's the reptilian part. Survival. Why you think them folks so barbaric? Them folks ain't got no remorse. Man, they always hated us, man. There was a point in time where they worshipped us. Until they hit us with the okie doke. They hit the Moors with the okie doke. Put them under our own spells. And by the time they broke the spells, it was too late. It was too late. Europe was already built. And the whole script was flipped when they came to. Then they went to war. Now it just came to me. Planet Nurm, where the white folks were created, the Caucasian race, by our brother Yaqub. I want to let y'all know what y'all are spliced with. What animals y'all are spliced with. Y'all ain't gods and goddesses. Trust and believe y'all ain't gods and goddesses. Whole different biological structure than us. Y'all couldn't even compete on any level with us. Speed, intelligence, strength, knowledge, like y'all can't compete on no level with us. That's why y'all try to take everything that we have, culture-wise. Because y'all just can't stand the fact that we are better. And have been better since y'all have been created. We have always been number one. And always will be number one. There's no way around that. Pig. Right? Y'all are mixed with pig. Spliced with pig. Wonder why y'all skin so familiar with the pig skin, right? When they doing all of these ballistic tests, what do they be using, y'all? Pig. Whole fucking pig, just dead. So you can just sit there and shoot at it or chop it up or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure y'all motherfuckers can get a skin graft from a pig and place it on y'all body and be perfectly fine. That's number one. Number two is the canine, the wolf. That's why y'all have those natural instincts to kill off y'all own and all of that shit. The weak link, kill off the. That's why y'all have that mentality. That's why y'all barbaric too. Okay, that's two. Pig, canine. 3 is lemur. I don't know if y'all know what a lemur is. but it's similar to I want to say it's similar to a monkey, but it's not quite a monkey. It looked like an anorexic raccoon. That's what a lemur looks like. But that's what y'all mix with. A lemur, pig, lemur, wolf. Snub-nosed monkey. For those who don't know what a snub-nosed monkey is, go look at one. And tell me if that don't look like a Chinese person. No offense, but it's just facts. So pig, dog, lemur, snub-nosed monkey, and God species. Y'all got a little bit of our DNA in y'all. Still don't make you neuromelanated. You have melanin in you, but you don't have neuromelanin, which is powered by the sun. That's why you can't take the sun. This is scientific facts. This is why you can't take the sun. You don't belong here. But when y'all came here, and y'all motherfucking racists quick to say, this my land. And guess what y'all said? I pay my taxes. I pay taxes here. Gives a fuck about y'all taxes. Y'all came here and took from everything and everyone and called it your own. Boy, it's up with y'all, man. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go. If you ain't vibing high, you need to go. If you're racist, you need to go. But guess what? You can't leave the planet yet. So guess what that leads you to do? Rot right here. You're gonna rot right here. That's why they're going underground, because they can't leave. Y'all gotta put two and two together, man. They can't leave right now. Who gonna get past that firmament? Ain't no portals taking them away, or they would have been gone. The portals on this planet are portals for this planet to go to different parts of this planet. You'd have to open up some type of fucking wormhole to go to a different dimension. Like it's, and then half of y'all white folks don't even know that y'all were created. Like y'all were in a petri dish. Y'all were created in a petri dish with this nigga with putting genes from here and this, taking this animal genes and this animal genes and this animal genes and putting them together and be like, oh, that's not quite what I was going for. That looks like a monkey. We're gonna keep going on. Charles Darwin theory. That's how many times he had to, and it's probably more than that. That's how many times he had to work with DNA to get y'all to where y'all at now. And it still took us. Because when you came through the Caucasus Mountains, if you know about your own history, you know. And I'm talking about white folks, this their history. When y'all came through the portals in the Caucasus Mountains, y'all didn't know how to talk. Y'all didn't know how to stand up straight. You barely know how to fucking walk. You were crawling. Hairy, barbaric cavemen. Some of y'all born with tails. Ooh, I wonder why. Now I know y'all know this shit. Yeah, you can go research all of this shit. White folks are born with tails. And the doctors clip them off. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all are born with tails. Like I stated in one of my other videos, like Goku and Vegeta them. Yeah, we might have the ability to unlock powers like that, but we ain't got no goddamn tails. Saying most animes are based off of us. I don't think y'all know that either. Especially the ones that deal with your chakras and your chi and all of that. Oh yeah. So my question is, what are we going to do to wake up the masses, to help wake up the masses even more? Like, what are we going to do? And I honestly don't care if you feel offended about not knowing your own history, about how y'all were created by my brother, and how y'all don't belong here. That's why y'all love the wintertime. Y'all love the cold now, but y'all can't stand the summertime. Can't stand to be out in the sun in the summertime. So, what are we going to do about it, though? That's the real question. What are we going to do about it?
Head south on North Winstead Avenue toward Curtis Ellis Drive, then turn left onto Curtis Ellis Drive. Le Smokin may be closed by the time you arrive.
So I could still, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But then we also have the medicine and the food. I'm gonna get off the white folks because I can talk about y'all all day. But the medicine and the food, man, that's what's slowly killing us, the food. On top of that, I would put the food first, but definitely the medicine. This dumbass bitch, boy. Yes, let me get over. Dumbass bitch. Can't stand people that can't drive, man. I cannot stand it, son. Like, why do you even have your license? I'm on my phone, on this, like, still paying attention to traffic, still talking to y'all, and I got here safe and sound. And this is a damn near daily thing. I don't understand people, man. But I'm just basically venting to y'all and explaining to y'all like what's really going on in the world today. Like, and I'm talking about, this is the everyday thing where everybody think like they got their best lives, like they living their best life. Everybody living their best life. But do y'all realize what's going on in front of your faces? They're blatantly showing you what they're doing in front of you, in front of our faces. They're blatantly showing us to our and I'm talking about every day they're showing us what they're doing to us. Every day they're showing us. And we still over here like, Courage the Cowardly Dog. The things I do for love. When you don't even love your damn self. Like, some of our goddesses are so lost, man. Some of our goddesses are so lost, yo. Like, when is the twerking shit gonna stop? When is that gonna stop? When is the showing your ass and your titties and making sure everybody see? When is that gonna stop? When is this OnlyFans shit gonna stop? It's demoralizing. If you have high values and standards in yourself, it's demoralizing to self. It's disrespectful to self. The way some of you women carry yourselves. Definitely the way some of you men carry your goddamn selves, man. And I'm being very judgmental because it's illogical to be moving the way we move as a whole race. Black and Latinos. The fake ass, the body modifications. You might as well go be a cyborg. And half of these women legs don't match your ass. If you gonna get something like that, make sure it match. You can't have skinny ass legs and a fat ass. It don't work. You gotta have something to match. It looks, I'm trying to think of the word. I think it's unproportionate. It looks out of proportion. When y'all go to get these goddamn BBLs or whatever the fuck they call, man. I don't even respect none of that shit because I don't tamper. I don't got no tattoos or nothing. I don't tamper with the vessel. I don't tamper with the vessel. I got one scar, y'all. One scar. That's my tattoo. That right there tell a story that I got for years. And I had this since I was 7. I'm 33 now. So imagine that. My brother did it to me. I don't know, he hate me type shit. We was playing with a tennis ball. I'm gonna tell y'all the story real fast. We was playing with a tennis ball. Boop. My mom had a porcelain vase, stood about 3 foot tall. And it was in the corner. So we were throwing the tennis ball, boom, boom. It was on my corner too. So he threw the tennis ball to me and I caught it, boom, fumbled it. And it went into the vase or vase. The vase had a fucking a crack down the middle. So we look at each other and we race to it. Woo, on some competition shit. Like just some family competition shit. We race to it. Boom, the nigga pushed me. He didn't mean to. He just pushed me to try to get to the ball faster. My ass, I broke my fall on the crack. You see what I'm saying? And I dragged my arm down because my weight was with me. So I dragged my arm down and I reached in and grabbed the ball. When I reached, at this time, I didn't know my bone was showing. And I was bleeding. Man, I was bleeding. And at 7 years old, y'all, boy, I thought I was going to die. But I reached down in there, got the ball, and when I was going to throw it back to him, he saw the amount of blood just pouring from my elbow. Like right here is where my bone was showing. Right there. That's where it was the deepest at. Right there. It was open about this wide. And it'll go like this. It was thin, and then it was thin up here, and then it come big ass hole, and then it went like that. Big ass hole, and then it came closed. So right here was just open this far. And I looked down and I thought it was white meat. But my dumb ass felt it. and it was fucking bone. And immediately I shed the most tears I've ever cried in human existence. Okay? Ran straight to my mom. Luckily, she was a nurse. And she knew exactly what to do. She was asleep, too. And I rubbed all types of blood on her. All types of blood on the bed. Wake up! Wake up! Everywhere. And we went to the hospital, got that shit done, and then about an hour or two, they numb me up, they clean me up, they numb me up, and they stitch me up all while I was awake and shit like that. Got a teddy bear afterwards. I'll never forget that. But my scars tell my stories. I don't need no tattoos for that. I don't need no tattoos. The only time I've actually tainted my vessel was sleeping unprotected or eating unhealthy. That's the only times I've actually tainted my vessel. Now, what we have to do to eat healthy, the information is out there now to where we can actually know what foods and herbs actually help us detox, because we need to go through a detoxification, a heavy one at that, because for the metals and for the metals we've intaked and the unhealthy fucking like germs and bacteria and all of that, we need to detox immediately. All the parasites we carry, half of us have worms in us. I want y'all to know this. This isn't nothing to freak you out and nothing like that, but we have parasitic worms inside of us. Especially if you've been consistently eating that goddamn meat and the fast food and all this unhealthy shit, the greasiness and the GMOs and all of that, the red dyes, the yellow fives, all of that shit, like, just imagine how long we've been eating like this, though. And then the fact that we have to revert back to plants and vegetables and fruits. Boy, ain't nobody gonna want to do that, really. Because we so accustomed. That's what it is. We grew accustomed to having the necessities we felt like we needed in life. When really we don't need none of that shit they offered us. None of it. Everything we have is already here. And I forgot what spiritual cosmic law that was. But that's one of the laws. Oh, the law of abundance. It's the law of abundance. Everything you have and need in this life is already here. And will come when needed. Whenever you need it. That's cosmic law. So that stands above man-made shit. Like, we gotta get in tune, y'all. We gotta start meditating. And I don't even think y'all realize how powerful we are. If every one of us meditated at the same time about the same thing, do you know that change will happen immediately? Because we're aligning ourselves with the universe, the cosmos, and Mother Gaia. Do y'all know the change that we manifested and meditated on will happen immediately? And I know I'm going back and forth a lot. That's what they labeled as ADHD, I guess. But I'm going to just say that my mind is always running. My mind is never still. It's always running. And never will it be running in place. It's always running forward. So I might jump back and forth, and you know what I'm saying? So just bear with me. That's just how my mind is. Because there's so much up here that I don't get to release and talk about to people. Because people don't understand this shit. And I don't want to talk about day-to-day bullshit. As in, you see that game last night? Yo, you heard about? I don't give a fuck. I really clearly don't give a fuck. If it's not about bettering your mind and enlightening yourself, I don't want nothing to talk about with you, man. I'll joke or laugh at you. But best believe none of that negative shit you spew is going to affect my aura or biofield. Because I know what my intentions are, and I know that they're pure, and I know what my purpose is. And I'm going to fulfill my purpose. Which is to teach. which is to help wake y'all up. I'm a life path number 33. I'm also a Gemini. So communication with me is key. And I'm telling you now, if you ain't mentally intellectual on the high vibe, you ain't gonna vibe with me. You ain't gonna have no conversations with me. Anybody can dwell low. Anybody can focus on low frequencies. That's easy to talk about. Look around. But when are we gonna start having high vibe conversations? You know what I'm saying? We just now starting to get our fucking high vibe music. Well, I'm talking about other people. But I've been on this type of music. I've been making it. I just need us to get back in tune, man. I need us to get in tune with self. And the Most High and Mother Gaia. We got to get in tune. Before it's too late. And we're slowly getting there. I see the progress, especially from 2020 to now. I see the progress. It's slow moving like a caterpillar. But we gonna get there. But we gotta start getting in tune. Start teaching your kids about the cosmic laws. About the cosmos, period. About who he or she is. Who our ancestors are. I wanted to talk about the Orishas. Those are some of our ancestors. Now I don't know if y'all know what or the Orishas are, but they're African gods and goddesses. No one knows the exact number of them, but they always say it's 400 plus 1 because nobody knows the exact number, so they always got to add the plus 1, you know? But there's main Orishas that people focus on. Some say it's 7, some say it's 12, some say it's 15. I was going to go over the 15 Orishas. And there's Yoruba tribes. It's Yoruba culture. But I'll talk about that in another lecture. Right now, I just need y'all to get an understanding on what's going on. The weather. I want y'all to think about wintertime for a second. Like, wintertime is, for one, is unnatural. It's not even a real thing. It's technology that they have. And then I seen like TikTok videos of people making like eating the snow, mixing it with what's that shit called? It's not condensed milk. Sorry, y'all, I had to jog my brain because I was thinking about heavy cream, and it's not heavy cream, but it's condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, and they mixed that with it was a white person, and they mixed it with fucking that ice from outside, and ate it as a dessert. Y'all don't belong here. Who does nasty shit like that? I wish the hell I would. Anyways, but that video right there just showed me how fucked up we are as a people. As a whole. Yo. The usual spot, bro. Chris Lyons said text him tomorrow. Oh no, text him that you gonna be gone Monday because he might forget. Just text him to remind him. He remembered now because he told me to tell you, but later on in the day, tell him again. And then he said, the people in Virginia, they might, if they come home today, then tomorrow we'll be with Dustin. If they come home tonight, then we'll be with Dustin tomorrow. If they come home tomorrow, they gonna be with Dustin. I think he gonna send me and you somewhere else. But he also want us to come to the shop in the morning too. Cause we gotta try on pants and shit like that. Alright, I see you. Alright. But yeah, man. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed. Well, I am disappointed. But I'm more upset with like us as a whole, because we steadily choosing. I mean, we're slowly waking up, but for those who are still complacent and like being comfortable with how they got this whole system set up, it's crazy. Even our grandparents, like our fathers and mothers, like they were lost too. Some of them. But miseducation is a big one. For me, it's a big one. Religion is like, it deals with education too, because they're teaching you something. You know what I'm saying? But it's also miseducation at the same time, religion. All concepts of it. Because it's a difference between being religious and being spiritual. Or religion and spirituality. Religion is in a book. Spirituality is within. That's just how simple it is. All religions are in a book. Spirituality is within. That deals with shadow work. Going within and finding the answers to the universe, because the answers are within us, gods and goddesses. That reminds me, yesterday I seen this lady driving, a white lady. This lady was blocking the sun, right? Not with the regular visor. She was blocking the sun with her hand to the fucking side view mirrors. Blocking the sun from there. Y'all still believe y'all belong here. I said I wasn't going to come back to this, but I can't help it, man. You don't belong here. Hurry up and buy. Nah, fuck that. Hurry up and go. Leave. Vacate the premises. Like, what are you still doing here? That's why they created the clouds. To block the sun. The sun's strength is us, gods and goddesses. We are children of it. Anyways. Are we not? So why aren't we outside more? Technology. That's our downfall. The way they're using it against us is going to be a downfall of the whole civilization. Then this thing about, and I know y'all heard about when these nuclear warheads they got that are routed to Wi-Fi. And that when the solar flares come, because they're coming, that these things might go off. And they think being in a bunker is going to save them underground. They're used to being underground. In caves and shit like that. Tunnels. That was their hideout for the longest time now. And yes, we do have an interplanetary system through the waters. Because the water itself is a portal. The ocean itself is a titan. That they have under a spell right now. Yes, people, titans do exist. I seen a video on TikTok. They had the actual factuals on Google Earth of Godzilla and King Kong. Just imagine if these things are real. Because they are. But just fathom. And if that's real, I wonder what else they've been showing us on television that's real. Television. Just break down these words. The etymology of religion, education, television. Like, break down the etymology of these words. And y'all will see where the root of the definitions stems from. Y'all, we gotta be smarter than this. There's no way we can just sit back and allow these things to what is the word? Conspire? All I know is I got a mission. And my mission is to help y'all realize who we really are and what we must get back to. I feel it in my soul that shit about to change. And we're running out of time. Because when this planet shifts, if you're vibing low, you won't be able to stay on it. You won't be able to match the frequency of the planet to stay on the planet. I don't think y'all grasp that concept yet of why it's so important to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, to balance your chakras, to open them because they're closed. And most of us give energy only to the lower three, the sacral, the solar, and the root. Mainly the fucking root. Because we live in fear every day. That is blockage of the root chakra completely. And the sacral deals with pleasure. And I believe the solar deals with creativity. But we must get in tune, y'all. We must get back to how we originally were, being one with nature. We're destroying Mother Gaia every day, and she's tired of it. We're parasitic. So what happens to your body when you get a virus? Your body naturally fights it off, right? What do you think is happening to Mother Gaia right now? Why the temperature's rising? What happens when you get sick? Your body raises in temperature to kill off the virus, doesn't it? Why do you think Mother Gaia is heating up? This is common knowledge. Scientific knowledge, if you want to. Biological science, if you want to take it there. Like, She's getting rid of the parasites that don't belong here. Dark Elves created Sub-Zero technology. Brought it to Yakub on planet Nurm. Planet Nurm has 2 moons. No daytime. Always cold, and it's always war on their planet. Sounds familiar? Except here, this is a tropical planet. A tropical plane, tropical system. So there's an abundance of greenery. There's an abundance of land. And there's an abundance of sunlight. It was never no nighttime here. The darkest it would get is how it looks when the sun is setting. And then guess what? It's daytime again. So just imagine how the weather would be if we had our 2 suns back. It would feel amazing outside. Can you imagine how much photon energy would be directed on this planet? How much photon energy we would be absorbing? And us standing in the sunlight is unlocking our DNA. Us grounding is purifying our blood. So 2 simple things you could do to detox your system: meditation and grounding, which are both part of shadow work. Meditation in the sun. You can sun gaze with your eyes closed and look at the sun. But when the sun is rising, sunrise and sunset is when you want to stare directly into it. Trust me, you won't go blind. Now, if you want to be the jackass and stare at the sun 3 o'clock human time, then that's on you. Then you looking to get your fucking retinas fried out. Your corneas burnt out. But you're supposed to sun gaze when the sun rises, and you're supposed to eat when it's sunrise in the sun, grounding. But you know what you're supposed to be eating? Sunlight. Not a bowl of cereal. Not grits, eggs, and fucking sausage. Not waffles. Not coffee. If anything, drink some warm spring water, honey and lemon. Get your ass out in the sun in a meditative pose or a yoga-like pose and meditate. And ground while you're doing it. In the sun. For as long as you can. It don't got to be an all-day thing. But you want to eat. It's called your circadian rhythm. That's eating with the sun. In the sun. You eat when it rises, and your last meal should be before it sets. You eat your heaviest meal first, and then lighter meals before it sets. You're supposed to fast in the morning. Breaking your fast in the morning. You want to drink water. Help your body lubricate itself. You can drink juice. Pure juice. Not Ocean Spray or Welch's or... Look on the fucking ingredients. If it says, like, some of these juices got 25% juice in it. They ain't never struck y'all to be weird. It's a juice that says it's made with all natural shit, but it's only 25% natural juice in it. So what's all the 75% of the other shit? You gotta get in tune with this shit like that. The only things that I've seen in the store is like Dole apple juice. apple juice, grape juice, and orange juice are the three juices that are like they don't really tamper with like that. They'll give it to you like 100%. But I would still rather take an orange itself and juice it. A fucking grape and juice those. Or apple and juice it and get those type of nutrients. I don't want the nutrients in a plastic bottle that's been sitting in a plastic bottle for God knows how long. That's the same thing with bottled water too. The bottled waters ain't good for us. The closest ones I would say is the natural spring ones. But no water in plastic is good for us. I don't give a fuck what they say on the bottle. Look what it's in. Look what the water has been in for months. Okay, so you want to be drinking out of glass or copper. You want to be cooking out of stainless steel, not the Teflon coated pans and shit. Because when you're cooking, you're scraping that off into your food. The Teflon coating. That's going in your food. On a microscopic level, it's going in your food. Especially when you start scrubbing that bitch with Brillo pads and all that, trying to clean it. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah. So stainless steel and copper pots and pans. And utensils. Stainless steel utensils or copper utensils. Or wood. Bamboo. But that's what you want to be using to cook with. But you can definitely break your fast with juice. And I don't know how y'all feel about fasting, but a lot of us need to do it. And a lot of us will be surprised at how much worms come out of us when we detox. You can pee them out, shit them out, throw them up. However you remove waste, right? So 9 times out of 10, they're going to come from either this way or down below. But them worms got to come at you when they're dead. When they're alive, they run you mentally. You ever wonder why your sweet tooth so bad? You think that's you. No, that's the worms and parasites controlling you. Telling you that you need some sugar right now. Then half the food you eat, you feel like shit afterwards, don't you? But that ain't registering in your mind either. That whatever you're putting in is fucking you up. Big time. But you don't care for that. Why? Because it tastes good? It look good? But is it good for you? That's what you need to ask yourself every time you want to sit down and have a piece of dead cow ass or a piece of pig back or a fucking artificial bird, the chicken. Don't get me wrong. I've dwelled in all of those. I used to eat pork. I quit eating pork years ago. I haven't ate pork in about damn near 20 years. Almost. I want to say 15. But you got to watch out for the products that also have pork in them. That what you call it? Gelatin. Gelatin, anything with gelatin in it. Anything with gelatin in it is pig. And they also have kosher gelatin, which will be at your like halal stores or like your Mediterranean Indian stores like that. They use kosher gelatin, which is from the cow. And then there's also another type of gelatin, is like carrageen wax or something like that. I can't quite remember the name, but I think it's something like that. Carrageen wax or something like that. But that's the safer gelatin. But still, imagine what food dyes they have in all the sweets and shit like that we be eating. Hell, Debbie cakes don't even taste like Debbie cakes no more. Them bitches taste like straight poison now. Straight poison. That's probably because I ain't have them in a while, but them shit's nasty as fuck to me. I gotta be like starving, and then at that time, I ain't even gonna. I'll drink some water before I eat a goddamn Debbie snack. But the meats, we have to let go of the meats. Have to. Just research Dr. Sebe. Research Yaki the Healer. Research Yada Awakening. Research these people. And they tell you straight to your face in the information that we shouldn't be eating meat. We shouldn't be eating anything that's dead or that has died. Seafood included. For you, what's it called? Pescatarians. Yeah. We shouldn't be eating seafood either. Fruits, vegetables, and that's it. Because I consider herbs to be with vegetables too. Well, I'm going to put the herbs out there. Vegetable, herbs, and fruits. That's all we need. You can season the motherfuckers up too to make them taste like meat. The mushroom is highly favored. Lion's mane. It's another one. The oyster mushroom, I think. But I know lion's mane is heavily recommended if you want a steak-like or a burger-like type feel, you know? But my thing is, if you're gonna cook a vegetable as a meat to stop you from eating meats, what's the point? I understand you're weaning yourself off, but if you're still looking at it as a meat, ain't that like the same thing as eating the meat itself? I guess you want to get in the mentality of, or you want to trick your mind into thinking it's meat so you'll eat it. I don't know, but I look at it as what it is. A mushroom is a mushroom. Just because you cook it like a steak and season it like a steak and it looks like a steak and it has the appearance and taste of a steak, doesn't make it a fucking steak. Just ask your local Chinese market about what they do to cats and dogs and shit. But y'all think that's ribs and shit like that. The fuck? And your hair. Grow your ether, gods and goddesses. Grow your ether. It strengthens you. Help you read your surroundings. Help you receive downloads. Grow your ether. Lock your ether. Braid your ether. Wear your ether natural. But please don't cut it. It's the reason why they make you cut your hair in the military. It's the reason why they made it a thing to cut your hair. Because they know what these locks truly hold. The power they truly hold. What they're capable of tapping into. With just these locks, you can tap into so much. Etheric knowledge. Etheric or esoteric knowledge. Cosmic knowledge. You can't find that here. You can find examples of cosmic knowledge here, like how the pine cones resemble the pineal gland, how our hair resembles trees. How we step on the grass and ground. Those are examples of cosmic knowledge. And that should be common knowledge. But we switch common knowledge with common sense. And a lot of motherfuckers don't have common sense. And a lot of motherfuckers don't have common knowledge either. Because what's common isn't common. Well, what's common isn't natural. Let me put it like that. Another thing I think about is these power lines. There's no satellites in the sky. Quit thinking that. We never went to space. Y'all should know this shit by now. We never went to space. We never landed on no fucking moon. Yes, there's portals and tech that it could take us there. But no regular humans have that tech. We never been to the moon. That was done in Hollywood. In an underground pool. Y'all think we got CGI tech and they haven't been fooling us with it? You got to be fucking kidding me. I know y'all heard of the Project Bluebeam. How they gonna fake alien invasions? Like, come on, y'all. We gotta get in tune, man. A lot of these motherfuckers lost because they looking up and looking to the wrong things. Worshipping false idols. Praising icons. Making people icons in the eye of the people. So they can have a cult-like following to be easily manipulated and controlled. That's what your entertainers are here for. To entertain, not us. Well, they entertain us blindly. But the entertainment comes from the people sitting behind the table looking at the board game. We are the board game. The elites are the real entertainers. This is something we got to do, man. It is a must that we wake up. But like I was saying about the power lines, that's how you get your service everywhere. I know. I work in this field. I work in traffic control. I set up work zones for these people to set up the cable and internet and fiber optics that they put on these power lines. If we was to drop every last one of these fucking light poles and power lines, nobody would have service. Nobody. GPSs wouldn't work. And guess what? Motherfuckers gonna lose power to their house and businesses. Cable, phone, and internet. By simply cutting down power lines. Or simply going and unbolting a fucking 5G tower. Tipping that bitch over. Destroying it completely. Nobody's been thinking about this shit because they're in fear of tampering with government shit. When your government is the one who's tampering with us. What can they do if we decide not to fucking abide by their rules no more? What can they do? If 90% of the world just be like, fuck y'all. I ain't going to work. I ain't paying bills. I ain't paying taxes. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all whole system. We don't abide by none of that. What would they do? What, kill us all off? Lock us away in FEMA camps, in prisons, when they already overcrowded? What can they do but comply or back the fuck down? And we fend for ourselves. But we ain't ready for that though. We like getting shit handed to us, right? We like freebies. We like delivery services where we don't gotta leave the fucking house to go get anything no more. We like everything being handed to us. What was that fucking movie with that robot? It was a movie with a fucking robot, man. They had motherfuckers flying around. They had these motherfuckers. Everybody was overweight, bro. Everybody was overweight. And they were in hover chairs. Wally. I think it was Wally. But that right there was a prime example of how they were showing y'all how lazy Americans are. How we want everything handed to us on a silver platter. Don't want to work for nothing no more. Half of these men ain't men, half of these women ain't women. And that mean that in a gender sense and like a physical sense. Like the men today aren't as strong as the men our grandfathers were and their fathers. We are a little bit more enlightened, but they didn't stray away from their ways like that. They were actually forced. It's a fear thing. And what they're doing with our leaders now is what they used to do in slavery. Public embarrassment, pretty much. Like what they're doing with the fellow guy, Rashad Jamal. How he spoke the truth to the masses. Half of the things he was telling us, the government didn't even know about. And if they did know about it, they wondering how he knew about it. They know the planet is waking up. They know their matrix is failing. That's why they're running and hiding now. And throwing out all the fucking shit they can. Because it's called karmic debt. They don't want no karmic debt. So they feel like if they can show us what they're doing to us, they won't have no negativity coming back on them. That's how they feel. That's how they're working. That's how they've been running. But that's not how the cosmic is. You reap what you sow. It's a law. It's a spiritual law or a principle. The law of reaping and sowing. I went over this. So you're going to get what you put out into the world, negative or positive. You're going to get it back. It's only a matter of time. And that time seems to be approaching very quickly. For you elites and racists, the people that don't belong here. But we need to tear their system down. This matrix that we're living in. We need to tear it down. Get rid of it completely as a whole. It's already failing. Let's help it out. Let's help it out. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want to drive your nice fancy cars, live in your nice fancy house, live your lives to the fullest. Go out drinking, socializing with people about all the negative shit in the world. Nothing positive. The music. That's why I make the music I make. And again, go look up Chico Dank and listen. I speak on things in my music that are needed to be heard by the masses. I make music for the masses, for the spirit, soul, and mind. That's what my music touches in a positive manner. Anybody can stoop low and talk about money, sex, drugs, because it's so common. It's easy to talk about that. It's easy to curse. I guarantee you half of you rappers can't even fucking make a complete song that's a hit without using curse words or repeating the same words. Expand y'all vocabulary if y'all gonna make some music. It's so dumb. Everybody talking about the same thing. Sex, money, drugs, killing. What are y'all glorifying that for? And then spreading it to the masses and expect us to be doing better in life. Listening to the garbage y'all spewing over the fucking radio waves. It's ridiculous. That's complacency. That's you being a puppet. That's you furthering their agenda. Bringing us lower in frequency. Killing us off even more. We got to get in tune, people. We must get in tune. We must. But I know what my agenda is. My agenda is to wake y'all up. Open y'all eyes a little bit more to what's really going on in the world. The untold truth. 369. It's your host, Chico Dank. Peace and love. Until next time.